So once again, welcome back to our mathematics class. So in the last class, we have entered into Newton-Raphson method. That is the last method to find out the solution of algebraic and transcendental equations. So today we think about a few more important problems on the same method. So I'm giving you one different problem. It is find a real root. Find a real root of, they have given an expression x sin x plus cos x equal to 0. So here it is, one expression is given and asking to calculate real root by Newton-Raphson method. So here when you look onto the given expression, automatically you can say that it is a transcendental equation as it is involving the trigonometric functions. So in the solution part I can write for the given transcendental equation, I'm supposing let f of x, it is equal to, I'm supposing it as x sin x plus cos x, that is equated to 0. So this is one given equation already they have given. Now our duty to calculate the real numbers. So selecting the real numbers, A and B we have. So in order to select the real numbers, remember that start with always x is equal to 0. So that in your given function f of 0, it is 0 sin 0 plus cos 0 value. So 0 into sin 0 is 0 only, plus cos 0 is 1, so that you are getting the answer 1, which is greater than 0. Now you go for x equal to 1, so that it is f of 1 equal to 1 sin of 1 plus cos of 1. So open your calculator and try to find out that particular value. Remember, since it is involving trigonometric, it should be in the radians. So 1 sin of 1 plus cos of 1. So just you are writing, and that is equal to, so that you are getting the answer is 1 point, how much you are getting? 1.382 or 381?
381.
381. So this is also greater than 0. Now you go for next x equal to 2, so that it is f of 2 equal to 2, and here it is sin of 2 plus cos of 2. So with the help of your calculator, again you are calculating. So its value directly you are getting the value. So it is, so answer I am getting 1.40. Is it correct? 1.40?
1.40.
Right. So this is also greater than 0. So go for the next value. It is x is equal to 3. So that I am getting f of 3, that is equal to. So directly 3 sin of 3 plus cos of 3. So how much you are getting there? So directly I am getting the value. Here it is. So my answer is minus 0 point, how much?
566.
566. So this is less than 0. So whenever you are getting the opposite signs, immediately you can stop the process and you write down a equal to, what is your a value? Where you are
3.
getting negative, right? 3. And b value, what is your positive value there? We have a 0, 1, 2 are there, but especially you are taking the last
2.
two successive values. Here it is 2. So A equal to 3 and B equal to 2. So therefore the initial approximate root, is, so starting solution x naught equal to a plus b divided by 2, so that you are getting 3 plus 2 divided by 2. Answer is 5 by 2, or I can write 2.5. So the first solution is over. Now you are moving to the next approximate solutions. So the next approximate roots are given by, so we can use a formula. It is xn plus 1, it is equal to xn minus f of xn divided by f dash of xn. Here n is taking the value 0, 1, 2 and so on. So that you are substituting the value. This is equal to xn you keep as it is, minus what is f of xn? In your given function, x is replaced by xn. So xn sine of xn plus cos xn. This is your f of xn value. Total it is divided by f dash, its derivative. So how to calculate the derivative? For the given function you are calculating derivative. The first term is nothing but uv rule. So you can write first u keep as it is, sine derivative is nothing but cos, and plus second one you are keeping as it is, sine xn, and the xn derivative, the first one derivative is 1. This is for the first one, plus cos derivative value. So cos derivative is nothing but minus sine xn. So just I am using the first term, it is involving uv, and the second one is direct. So just you make the simplification, xn minus xn sine xn plus cos xn, overall it is divided by, in the denominator, xn cos xn and sin xn minus sin xn is there. So you can cancel these two terms. So I'm just cancelling this entire term, I can cancel it. So we have only that particular expression, and just you take LCM and find out the simplification. So it is equal to xn into xn is xn square cos xn and minus xn sin xn, and it is minus cos xn. Overall it is divided by, I can write here, xn cos xn value. So this is the final simplification corresponding to your Newton-Raphson method. Now here you are substituting the different values for n. So finally I can write for n equal to 0, starting with 0, so that x1 equal to, it is x naught square cos x naught minus x naught sin x naught minus cos x naught. Overall it is divided by this entire expression, I can write x naught cos x naught value. But already we have calculated x naught. It is nothing but 2.5. 2.5 square cos of 2.5 minus 2.5 sin of 2.5 minus cos of 2.5 divided by, so the term you are getting, so its value 2.5 into cos of 2.5. So now you can use the calculator. It is already divided by is there. So I'm just taking divided by button. The first one, it is 2.5. So I can write directly 2.5 square button. The next is cos of 2.5 bracket close minus 2.5 into sin button 2.5 bracket close minus cos of 2.5 bracket close. Overall it is divided by 2.5 multiplied by cos of 2.5. So that you can write cos of 2.5. So finally you are getting it is equal to button. So how much you are getting there?
2.847.
Right, 2.847. So we got your first approximate root x1 like this. Same, you are just substituting n equal to 1. So in order to stop the process, you should think about the successive values for approximate roots. So directly I am substituting x1 square cos of x1 minus x1 sin of x1 minus cos of x1 divided by, so its value, it is x1 cos of x1 value. So there you directly substitute your x1 value. x1 means 2.847. So I'm substituting that 2.847. So directly I'm getting the value 2.847, and here also just you are using the calculator 847, and you can go for 847. So 847, just use the calculator. 847 the first one also 847, right? So I'm getting 2 point, how much you are getting? Amma, are you getting 2.8? 2.8. So for n equal to 1, x2 value is 2.8. A little bit of difference is there. So you go for n equal to 2. So I'm getting x3. Better you calculate fast. It is x2 square cos of x2 minus x2 sin of x2 minus cos of x2. Total it is divided by, it is x2 cos of x2. Substitute your x2 value 2.8 there. Make it fast. How much you are getting? You just give us the answer. If it is nearly 2.8, then you can stop the process. Rule number 2 and 1. Have you got it?
2.79.
2.7?
9. Sir, last answer also I got 2.79 only, sir.
Okay, this one. 79 means what is the next digit? Have you fixed the number of digits first?
1 minute.
So if it is same, you can, whenever you are doing the problems, better before starting the problems, you fix the number of digits. Don't change the number of digits. At one time 1 digit, second time 2 digits, like that. Better you fix it so that it is going to give you correct answer. So if it is previous one also 2.79, you can stop it. So approximately I am getting the same. Have you got the same? So therefore you make a statement, since the successive roots are equal, comma, the root is x equal to, I can write 2.79. ఇంకా దాని తర్వాత ఏమైనా ఉన్నాయా 79 తర్వాత? So finally, just you are using Newton-Raphson method in order to get your answer. వస్తే ఆపేయండి. ఒకవేళ డిఫరెంట్ వచ్చింది అనుకోండి, better you go for next approximate route. Automatically you will get the same answer. If you are using Newton-Raphson method for each and every candidate, you will have the same solution. By the different methods, you will get a different answer. There is no doubt at all. Okay, shall I move to the next one? This was one of the important problems here. Derive a formula to find cube root of a positive number, cube root of a positive number, and hence find the cube root of 15 by Newton-Raphson method. So you just look at your given problem. They are asking to find out a formula, and that formula can be used to find out the cube root of a positive number. Once you derive that particular formula, and you are going to calculate cube root of 15 by applying Newton-Raphson method. So this is somewhat different. So in order to have that particular idea, asking to find out a formula for cube root of a positive number. So there is no actually positive number. So I'm just supposing, let capital N be a positive number. I am supposing that N is a positive number. So N is a positive number. Next, I am supposing that what is your target? Your target is nothing but to find out cube root of that particular number. So I am defining x is nothing but it is a variable. It is going to take the cube root of positive number. Cube root means for that number you are taking power 1 by 3. That implies in order to avoid 1 by 3, I am just cubing on both the sides, x cube equal to n. So this is nothing but x cube minus n, that is equal to 0. So this is nothing but one expression they have given in order to calculate cube root of a number. So I am just supposing, let f of x, that equation is x cube minus n, that is equal to 0. Once again, you just look onto the solution part. Positive number is not given, so I am supposing n is a positive number. And in order to calculate the cube root, I am starting with x equal to cube root of n. Cube root is nothing but power 1 by 3. So on making the simplification, x cube minus n is equal to 0. That entire expression I am supposing it as f of x. So once you know that f of x, you are not going to calculate the real numbers a and b. The reason is you can substitute the x value, but n value is not given. So whenever n is not given, don't go for calculation of a and b real numbers. Just you apply. So applying, I'm just applying Newton-Raphson method. Applying Newton-Raphson method because n value is not given here. So directly I'm using x n plus 1. It is equal to, what is the formula for this? Xn. It is minus f of xn divided by f dash of xn. This is your formula in order to calculate approximate root. So for this, I'm just calculating xn as it is minus what is f of xn? Your function x is replaced by xn. So it is xn cube minus capital N divided by f dash, its derivative. So 3x square actually 3xn square, or else I can write 3xn cube minus xn cube minus into minus plus capital N, overall it is divided by 3xn square, or I can write this value on cancellation of 1xn cube. You are getting 2xn cube and plus n divided by 3xn square. So this is the final formula by applying Newton-Raphson method in order to calculate cube root of a positive number. So once the formula is derived, we got final answer. Now our problem is even the continuation of your problem, given problem, asking to calculate cube root of a 15. So in order to use that particular answer, I am just supposing. So special case, you just make special case. So here the special case is for which number they are asking to find out the cube root? For n equal to 15, asking to calculate n equal to 15. So therefore I can say that f of x is equal to, as per your equation we have derived, x cube minus n. So this is nothing but x cube minus capital N. So which is nothing but x cube minus capital N is nothing but 15, that is equal to 0. Since n value is there, already is given. Now can you find out the real numbers a and b? Now in order to get a and b, I am just supposing for x equal to 0, you are getting f of 0. So which is nothing but 0 cube minus 15. Finally, you are getting 0 minus 15, which is minus 15, that is less than 0. Similarly, you can go for x equal to 1, f of 1, which is 1 cube minus 15, that is nothing but 1 minus 15, you are getting minus 14, that is also less than 0. X equal to 2, which is f of 2, 2 cube minus 15, which is 8 minus 15, this is nothing but minus 7, that is also less than 0. I am just supposing x equal to 3. It is f of 3, which is 3 cube minus 15. So 3 cube means 27 minus 15. You are getting the answer is 12, that is greater than 0. So you got the final answer is, it is 12 greater than 0. Negative and positive sides. So therefore directly you are calculating a value. A value means it is 2 and b value is nothing but 3. So once you know a and b value, now I am substituting in your approximate initial value. So therefore initial approximate root is x naught equal to, so directly I am getting a plus b divided by 2. So 2 plus 3 divided by 2, answer is nothing but 2.5. So now I am substituting in your formula. So what is the derived formula? This formula we have already calculated to find out the cube root of a number. So directly I am substituting in your equation number 1. So from equation number 1, for n equal to 0, if I write there, so that you are getting x1 equal to, what is the value for x1? I am just substituting 2x naught cube. So it is 2x naught cube as per the formula plus n plus capital N. Total it is divided by, what is the value? 3x naught square. So 3x naught square. I am just substituting 2 into x naught means 2.5 whole cube plus capital N is nothing but your 15, totally divided by 3 into x naught value 2.5, it is whole square. So just you can use the calculator to get the value, divided by button 2 and another is 2.5, it is power button 3 Next plus, you are getting plus 15 overall divided by 3, and here it is 2.5, it is square button. So directly you are getting the answer is 37 by 15, or I can write 2.466. 2.466. So this is your first approximate root. Even this value you can substitute for n equal to 1. You will get the same answer. That means cube root of 15 is nothing but 2.466. Is it correct? You just verify with your calculator. Oh, in your calculator, just you press 15. Cube root means power should be 1 by 3. So we have x power something is there. So you press that button and 1 divided by 3 value you are pressing. Just you enter equal to button. You are getting the answer 2.466. Look at this one. Without using the calculator, I am going to calculate cube root of that particular number by applying Newton-Raphson method. That is the greatness of mathematician. Are you understanding this value? Previously, we have derived only a formula to calculate the cube root. Using that formula itself, I am taking a special case for n equal to 15. Just after getting a and b values, directly I am substituting in the calculated formula so that you are getting the answer 2.466. So this formula that can be used to find out any cube root. You take any cube root of any number, directly you can find out the answer. మీకు కరెక్ట్ గా ఒకసారి క్యాలిక్యులేటర్ లో చెక్ చేయండి. ఆర్ యూ గెటింగ్ ద సేమ్ ఆన్సర్? ఈవెన్ ఫర్ n ఈక్వల్ టు 1, x2 ఆల్సో యూ విల్ గెట్ ద సేమ్ వస్తుందమ్మా. నేను n ఈక్వల్ టు 1 కనుక రాశాను అనుకోండి, x2 దట్ ఈస్ ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ ఈక్వల్ టు 2x1 క్యూబ్ ప్లస్ క్యాపిటల్ N divided by 3x1 square. That value again exactly you will get 2.466 only. So indirectly you are calculating cube root of 15 by applying Newton-Raphson method. So therefore the cube root of 15 is 2.466. ఏమన్నా ఇంట్రెస్ట్ అనిపిస్తుందా లేదా? ఇది చూడండి, నేను క్యాలిక్యులేటర్ని యూజ్ చేయకుండానే క్యూబ్ రూట్ ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేశాను అన్నట్టు. ఇక్కడ జస్ట్ ఆ ఫార్ములాలో సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేశాను అండ్ డైరెక్ట్లీ ఐఎమ్ గెటింగ్ ద క్యూబ్ రూట్. ఈజ్ ఇట్ ఆడిబుల్ టు యూ? రూల్ నెంబర్ 1 and 2. మీరు అంత ఇంట్రెస్ట్ గా అనిపించట్లే, యాక్టివ్గా లేరు. ఇప్పుడు ఈ లాజిక్ అర్థమైందమ్మా మీకు? ఫస్ట్ వాళ్ళు ఒక ఫార్ములా డెరైవ్ చేయమన్నారు. ఐ హావ్ డెరైవ్డ్ ఎ ఫార్ములా టు ఫైండ్ అవుట్ ద క్యూబ్ రూట్. ఆఫ్టర్ గెటింగ్ దట్ ఫార్ములా ఇట్ సెల్ఫ్ ఐ ఆమ్ గెటింగ్ ద క్యూబ్ రూట్ ఆఫ్ 15. సో ఐ ఆమ్ జస్ట్ సబ్స్టిట్యూటింగ్ n ఈక్వల్ టు 15 and trying to calculate a and b values, and directly I am substituting in the formula to get your cube root value. Are you happy? Amma?
Yes, sir.
ఏమో మీరు హ్యాపీగా లేరనిపిస్తున్నారు, మూడ్ అవుట్ లో ఉన్నారు. ఎనీ ప్రాబ్లమ్ ఇన్ యువర్ ప్రీవియస్ క్లాస్? హ్యాడ్ యువర్ లంచ్? అన్నం తిన్నారా?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you take one more number, one more problem. Find the square root of a positive number, square root of a positive number by Newton-Raphson method. By Newton-Raphson method. Also find the square root of 10. ముందు ఫార్ములా డెరైవ్ చేసిన తర్వాత you are calculating the square root of 10. So can you give us the process how to calculate this one? Same. It is similar to your previous problem. మనకి ఇక్కడ పాజిటివ్ నెంబర్ అని అన్నారు కానీ no number is given. So I'm just supposing let capital N be a positive number. N be a positive number. So మనం ఏదైతే క్యాలిక్యులేషన్ చేయాలో you start with let x equal to, what is your main target now? Are you going to calculate cube root or square root? So square root means it is just the square root of n. So in order to avoid the square root on both the sides, just I am taking squaring on both the sides, x square equal to n, or I can write x square minus n, that is equal to 0. So let I am supposing a function f of x that is equal to x square minus n, that is equal to 0. Because you are not having any idea of capital N, first case you leave as it is. Don't calculate a and b values here. Directly you apply your Newton-Raphson method. So applying Newton-Raphson method. So directly I can use a formula xn plus 1, it is equal to xn minus f of xn divided by f dash of xn. So I'm just substituting xn minus f of xn means your given function. So it is xn square minus capital N divided by f dash, its derivative. So 2x you will get. So 2xn, or I can write 2xn square minus xn square minus into minus plus capital N. Overall it is divided by 2xn. So this you can write the final simplification. It is only xn square and plus capital N divided by 2xn. This I am making as the derived formula by Newton-Raphson method to calculate square root of a number. Now after getting that particular formula, asking to calculate square root of 10. So I am just supposing that special case. So there you are using special case. Let capital N asking to calculate for the 10 value, square root of 10. So therefore your f of x, what is your f of x we have derived? That f of x is nothing but x square minus n. So write down the same formula. It is x square minus n. X square minus n stands for 10, that is equal to 0. Now you are able to calculate a and b values. So for x equal to 0, f of 0 value you are getting, which is 0 square minus 10. So finally 0 minus 10, final answer minus 10, that is less than 0. Similarly x equal to 1, f of 1, which is 1 square minus 10, 1 minus 10, you are getting minus 9, that is also less than 0. X equal to 2, f of 2, which is 2 square minus 10, which is 4 minus 10, you are getting minus 6, that is also further it is less than 0. X equal to 3, you are getting f of 3, that is 3 square minus 10, which is 9 minus 10, this is minus 1, again it is less than 0. So go for the next value, x equal to 4, f of 4, which is 4 square minus 10, which is 16 minus 10, so you are getting 6, that is greater than 0. Wherever you get opposite signs, immediately you can stop the process. A means for the negative value 3 and B for the positive value 4. So therefore I am getting the starting solution x naught a plus b divided by 2. It is 3 plus 4 divided by 2. 7 by 2 is nothing but 3.5. So after getting this, just now we derived a formula to calculate the square root. So from equation number 1, I am directly substituting here. So from 1, For n equal to 0, there I am substituting n equal to 0 in equation number 1. x1 equal to, so you are getting x1 that is equal to, look at the formula, xn square. N equal to 0 means x naught square plus, as per the formula, capital N, it is capital N divided by 2xn, that means 2x naught. I am just substituting n equal to 0 in your formula. So x naught already it is calculated 3.5 whole square. N means it is 10. Total it is divided by 2 into x naught 3.5. Now you just open your calculator and find out the answer. Divided by button. So 3.5 square and plus 10. It is divided by 2 into 3.5. So you are getting the answer is 89 by 28, or I can write 3.178. Are you getting the same?
3.179.
179, okay, right. So 179. ఇప్పుడు మనకు ఆన్సర్ అయితే ఇది వచ్చిందమ్మా 3.179 అని వచ్చింది. మరి నిజంగా ఈ స్క్వేర్ రూట్ ఆఫ్ 10 కి అదే ఆన్సర్ వస్తుందో ఒక్కసారి చూడండి. యు జస్ట్ ఫైండ్ అవుట్ స్క్వేర్ రూట్ ఆఫ్ 10 వాల్యూ. ఆర్ యూ గెటింగ్ ద సేమ్? 3.16లలో ఉంది కదా. సో మీకు కావాలంటే ఇక్కడ n ఈక్వల్ టు ఇంకొకసారి 1 అని రాయండి. n ఈక్వల్ టు 1 రాస్తే x2 క్యాలిక్యులేషన్ చేస్తారు. x1 స్క్వేర్ ప్లస్ క్యాపిటల్ N డివైడెడ్ బై 2 ఇంటూ x1. మీరు డైరెక్ట్ అక్కడ సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేసి చూడండి, ఆటోమేటికల్గా సేమ్ ఆన్సర్ వస్తే అక్కడ ఆపేద్దాం. సో అక్కడ ఏమవుతుంది, 3.179 స్క్వేర్, ఓకే, డివైడెడ్ బై బటన్ 3.179 స్క్వేర్ బటన్ ప్లస్ 10 divided by 2 into 3.179. So I am getting 3.162.
Yes, sir.
Okay, కొంచెం తేడా ఉంది కాబట్టి go for n equal to 2. You are getting x3, which is x2 square plus capital N divided by 2 into x2. ఒకసారి మళ్ళీ ఇక్కడ సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేసి చూడండి. సో యు ఆర్ గెటింగ్ 3.162. సో ఇక్కడ ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేయండి, సేమ్ ఆన్సర్ 3.162 వచ్చేది చూడండి. సో ఇప్పుడు సేమ్ వచ్చింది కాబట్టి మనం అక్కడ ఆపేస్తాం. అప్పుడు ఫైనల్ ఆన్సర్ ఏమని చెప్తారు అంటే, దేర్ ఫోర్ ద స్క్వేర్ రూట్ ఆఫ్ 10 ఈజ్ 3.162. మీరు మామూలుగా మీరు టైప్ చేసిన స్క్వేర్ రూట్ ఆఫ్ 10 కి అదే ఆన్సర్ వస్తుందమ్మా, కరెక్టేనా? 3.162 వస్తుంది చూడండి. అంటే ఇక్కడ మనం ఏం చేస్తున్నాం అంటే, విత్ ద హెల్ప్ ఆఫ్ యువర్ న్యూటన్ రాప్సన్ మెథడ్ యు ఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు క్యాలిక్యులేట్ ద స్క్వేర్ రూట్. సో ఈవెన్ ప్రీవియస్లీ వీ హ్యావ్ క్యాలిక్యులేటెడ్ క్యూబ్ రూట్ ఆల్సో. అక్కడ మనకి ఫస్ట్ టైం అక్కడ ఎందుకు ఆపేశారు అంటే, మీరు కావాలంటే అక్కడ ఎంటర్ చేసి చూడండి, సేమ్ ఆన్సర్ వస్తుంది. సో వేర్ ఎవర్ యూ గెట్ successive roots are equal, you can stop the process. So this is what the advantage of Newton-Raphson method. So I just give you one last problem so that you can enjoy with your Newton-Raphson method. So derive a formula for reciprocal of a number by Newton-Raphson method. Just I am writing NR method, Newton-Raphson method. You know what do you mean by reciprocal? What is the meaning of reciprocal? So first I am supposing let capital N be a number. I am just supposing N be a number, and let, so your target X equal to, what do you mean by reciprocal? Reciprocal means 1 divided by that value, 1 divided by N. So this implies Nx, it is equal to 1, or I can write Nx minus 1, that is equal to 0. So we got that expression, and that expression I am supposing it as f of x, which is equal to nx minus 1, that is equal to 0. And here you need not calculate any a and b values. If any special case is given, then only you go for a and b value. So directly applying Newton-Raphson method. So your formula is xn plus 1, it is equal to xn minus f of xn by f dash of xn. Here n is taking the value 0, 1, 2 and so on. So for this xn you keep as it is minus, what is f of xn? In your function I am just supposing n xn minus 1 divided by f dash, the derivative of f of x, so that you are getting only n, or I can write n xn minus n xn minus of minus plus 1, total it is divided by capital N. So on cancellation of nxn, you are getting the answer is finally 1 by n. So therefore you are getting a formula xn plus 1, it is equal to 1 divided by capital N. That is the required formula to find out the reciprocal of a number by applying Newton-Raphson method. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.